Previously on Things Might Happen with Tyler, Sheldon, and Tyler.
Depressed. I don't have such a busy lifestyle. Not jet setting to Milan to watch TV with my wife.
I really like going to like trivia nights at pubs and stuff too. Because that can be pretty fun.
Dude, you should do that.
I've invited Tyler to every time I've gone.
You've invited me like once.
No, I've invited you like 4 or 5 times. You come to all of them.
Oh.
And it's been great.
You do that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't been able to go in a
Sorry.
long time.
What do you do on your days off? Oh, 4 times in my life I've been to a trivia night. I didn't realize that I could just leave it there.
I'm trying to hype you up right now, alright? My stupid questions made you upset.
And now, on with the show.
We'll get there.
All right. So, welcome.
Jesus, sorry. Alright, go ahead, take 2.
Take 2.
We don't need to do that.
Take 3.
All right. Hello and welcome to Things Might Happen with Tyler, Sheldon, and Tyler. I am Tyler Corbine.
I am Tyler Mathieson.
I am Sheldon Starr.
Things have been going quite well for us lately. This podcast has really taken off. I'm getting letters.
Yeah.
FCC,
Millions of listeners.
FBI,
Yep.
NCIS.
Yeah, I get mail now. Physical mail.
Yeah.
I don't get emails anymore.
We've had.
I signed up for the service where you just get all your emails as mail.
That would absolutely be something you would sign up for. It's just I like reading it. I like reading the spam here, but I just like to feel something in my hand.
And you'd get like those emails where it's like 8 hours left, and you'd be like, "Oh, I wish, I wish I got this within that 8 hours."
My assistant brings a potato sack full of letters to me.
All the links are click here, and Tyler's putting like fingers through the paper.
Sheldon has 3 assistants because their backs keep going out. MySpace email updates.
Oh my God!
Is MySpace still is that even still a website? Like, is there anything on that domain?
As of a few years ago, it was like a music discovery kind of thing.
It would be funny if it just redirected to
MySpace.
Facebook. Oh yeah, no, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's how well they're doing. They've got Red Hot Chili Peppers right there on.
A lot of people are having trouble finding the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Rock and
Oh,
roll,
this is great. Bikini Kill Detail 2022 Summer Tour.
See, Bikini Kill, that's a small enough band that I think
Should be on MySpace.
But
that you could find it.
right, but their 2022 Summer Tour is on the like featured section of MySpace right now.
Yeah.
Saying that it will close September 17th, which means that this website has not been updated since what? 2022 early, 2021 late. Feels about right.
Apple Music, they made their Artist of the Year Taylor Swift.
Oh,
I just thought that's good. It's good
Controversial
exposure.
take, you know?
It's like how many you could have probably done that for the last 3 or 4 years and it would have been fine.
Apparently, all you need to do to get Artist of the Year is earn $1 billion on a tour, and then have the top like grossing box office draw as well.
I would have chose TV Girl.
Yeah, TV Girl should be the Artist of the Year.
I don't know why I keep bringing that up. I just like making fun of you for
I know you
liking
do.
that band.
I know you do.
We have
Shout
to
out
talk.
TV Girl.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, we actually have to talk about this. Have you guys heard of the movie Argyle?
Do we have to talk about this? Do we have to talk about Argyle?
Have you guys heard about this? Do you know anything about it?
Never watched it.
No, well, it's not out yet, so I would, guess
never,
that's true.
Never heard of it.
Have you heard of Argyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Okay, that's fine. So
Is it because
Argyle,
Dua Lipa's in it?
no, Argyle is
Dua Lipa's in
a
it.
movie that's coming out, right? That is based on a book that has yet to be released. Okay, it is written by author Ellie Conway. Wrote this book, Argyle, and got a movie deal on it before the book was released. The book will not be released until after the movie comes out, right? The main character of the movie
It's Ellie Conway.
is author Ellie Conway,
played by Bryce Dallas Howard.
played by Bryce Dallas Howard.
Call me.
And so that's all fine and good, right? But if you go through the trailers of all of the like the Argyle stuff, you find references to Taylor Swift everywhere. And because nobody has ever seen this Ellie Conway person, right? She doesn't have a public persona. She's got an Instagram that is like verified, but not one post actually showing her face. Nobody knows who this Ellie Conway is. There's an Instagram, but it's all like just photos of random stuff and not actually the person, right? And all of these things have something to do with Taylor Swift. So the speculation on this is Taylor Swift wrote a movie, right? And they're calling it Argyle. And then they wrote the book with a ghostwriter as a follow-up to make it seem like this was based. So it's all like this stealth like marketing thing, because that's exactly what Taylor Swift needs, is more exposure and getting into more of the arts, right?
Have you ever considered the idea though that Taylor Swift's fans have too much time and they could just find all these things and theorize all this stuff?
I mean, yeah, that's very
Like she
potentially
has
possible.
like 8
but,
to 9 albums out. You could pretty much connect anything to anything at this point.
but how did Ellie Conway, who is a complete unknown, get a like book, like a book deal, and then get a movie deal before the book even came out?
Nepo baby.
But who?
She's Conway Twitty's daughter.
All right. So here are the like clues that have led people to think this. Okay. Ellie Conway's first Instagram post was on Taylor Swift's birthday. Obviously, very yeah. Okay. The imagery for the movie is like a cat in a backpack, right? The cat is like an actual like well-known cat, Chip the cat.
Of course.
It follows Taylor Swift on Instagram because everyone does, you know.
I don't like this segment.
Okay. All right, we can cut this
I don't
all.
think this is working at all.
To be fair, I wasn't the one that brought up Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just an aside. You don't just have to latch on to words.
I don't
that
know.
the-
It's a conspiracy theory that I think is actually kind of fun. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it's interesting.
If we're gonna do conspiracy theories, we're definitely doing adrenochrome. We're not doing Taylor
Adrenochrome.
Swift conspiracy theories.
I already closed my tab on it.
I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift drinks adrenochrome anyway.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody else in the world does. Just Taylor Swift.
So. She's that one football player's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this podcast we're doing quite well. We're taking off. I think to myself a lot often. What as an artist, do I want to continue bearing the name Tyler Corbine?
Yeah, I think you should change your name.
I think I should change my name too. And I've been trying to think for a little bit. I want to do like TP Corbine. I don't know about that.
TP? Yeah, toilet paper Corbine.
Toilet
All
paper
right.
Corbine.
You are in demand.
I just think it'd be cool. And then I could have like a line like, and that's in the toilet. You know what I mean? Like I could, like I want one of those catchphrases.
That's
where-
your get her done.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like after every punchline, I can be like, and that's in the toilet, or you know,
Maybe I really am Native American, and that's in the toilet.
Yeah.
And walk off.
TP Corbine. That could be pretty good. Tyler Patrick Corbine. I think that kind of lends a.
You went with that for a little bit, and I don't know why you
It's
quit.
unwieldy.
No, it is.
It's hard to wield.
Tyler Patrick Corbine.
I just think it's one of those names where it's just like, I don't know. It's like you throwing it over your shoulder. You're trying to like walk around with it.
It's like that guy's sword from Final Fantasy.
Tyler Patrick Corbine. That's 6 syllables. Yeah, it's like the Buster sword.
Yeah, the
It's
Buster
like
Blade. Yeah.
Cloud sword.
But see, if like Bruce Buffer said it, it would be really cool.
If Bruce Buffer said it,
Said Tyler Patrick Corbine.
and where's
Yeah.
Bruce Buffer?
Yeah, who is Bruce Buffer?
The boxing announcer guy?
I didn't know he had a name.
Okay, all right. Let's get ready.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't say it because it's copyrighted.
Well, yeah, but you could someone say Tyler Patrick Corbine like that.
Yeah.
Tyler Patrick Corbine. Nope,
Nope.
that's not it.
Yeah. So he does the boxing and he does UFC as well.
I think that'd be good then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could be all right.
It's an epic name.
Tyler Patrick Corbine.
You know, we had this conversation, and I know I'm just kind of dropping it in here, but I think we really had it at Corpse Dog.
Corpse Dog.
Corpse Dog Corbine.
Corpse Dog Corbine. I like that. I just think if you went to go see a comedian whose name is Corpse Dog Corbine, there's going to be expectations. I don't think I can live up to those.
And your next comedian is Corpse Dog Corbine. You just walk out and it's a bunch of people like dressed up like zombies or whatever. And you're just like, any food is finger food if you don't care about getting a second date.
And that's in the toilet.
That's it. All right.
Maybe I'm just going to keep that's in the toilet anyway. And it won't even.
That's in the toilet.
And that's in the toilet.
That's so dumb.
I think that would work. Well, and the other thing too is, the podcast is, things might happen with Tyler, Sheldon, and Tyler. And I get a lot of my mail is complaining that there's two Tylers.
Yeah.
But of
Is
course,
there did your parents ever tell you like your name was almost?
yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
My mom wanted to have a girl.
Yeah.
And like to the point, like they didn't check.
Yeah.
Like I think they didn't look up like what my gender was with the little wand or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, a magic wand. They magic lasso around my mom's womb and move it and check real quick and put it back. But they didn't check, and they were just like pretty sure it was going to be a girl, and they wanted to name me from Pretty Woman.
Oh, no.
The lead prostitute, Julia Roberts. I was going to be named Vivian.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And that's like she told me that one time.
Oh, no.
That's in the toilet. That's what your mom said.
So I guess I could be. So I guess I could be Vivian Corbine.
Ooh,
it would be. That'd be different though. That would be a change.
I feel like Vivian would be a better middle name. Tyler Vivian Corbine.
Yeah.
Dude, you should do that instead.
No.
Corpse Dog Vivian.
Corpse Dog Vivian.
Vivian Corpse Dog is
Corbine.
badass.
Vivian Corpse. Dude, I'd go see her in concert.
Well, yeah, in that same vein, if I were a girl, I would have been Alyssa, apparently. I don't know why.
Alyssa Mathieson.
Alyssa
Do you have a
Mathieson.
sister?
No. Well, yeah, I do.
Is her name Alyssa?
No, she was born before me, though.
Oh, okay.
So her name is Shayla.
Shaylin Alyssa.
But her oldest, biological daughter is named Alyssa. So they just, recycled that, across generations. They were like, yeah, it was going to work there. But her name is no longer Mathieson. It's a different last name. So there's no Alyssa Mathieson. It doesn't exist.
So you can take it up.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, absolutely. I could. Or
Alyssa.
my dad really wanted to name me Jordan Michael because he didn't think he could get away with naming me Michael Jordan. And there's no way to crush a small, chubby kid's confidence more than giving him the name of a famous athlete.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan Mathieson. Yeah, obviously he's going to be a stud. And then I roll up with my inability to dribble with my left hand. And they're like, this ain't it. No.
Michael Jordan Mathieson.
Michael Jordan Mathieson.
So, I think my parents were like, this person, their baby, our baby has to be some sort of entertainer or something. Because my other name could have been Sterling Silver.
Ooh.
Sterling Silver Star.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That sounds like you have a big cigar all the time.
You definitely would be the villain in a 90s movie for sure.
It's just a name that's for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
And then I got Sheldon Starr.
Yeah. Because you came out of the womb and when they slapped you, you didn't cry. You went, bazinga.
So did they really just think you were going to be smart? Or Sheldon is not a name that.
Yeah, okay. So
it's a res name. That's
so
a res
story,
name.
Is there we were just, because my mom really wanted Sterling, but I don't know why they didn't go. I think I'd prefer that, Anyway, but the story is they were watching a movie and they were just watching the end credits and they're like, hey, right there. Right there.
Sheldon, that's it. So who are you named after?
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I don't know which movie it was.
All right.
I don't know which credits. I don't know anything, any details about it. I think they just seen it rolling across the screen.
I think I think that Tyler should have to change his name, and I think the move is he's kind of got a little bit of class to him. Kind of always struck me as kind of a preppy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Something like a Thatcher.
Thatcher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Thatcher Mathieson.
Thatcher. That's a really cruel name to give somebody with a lisp, right? I'm Thatcher. Thatcher. I'm Thatcher.
Oh yeah.
Thatcher, our turnstile Mathieson.
Turnstile. Okay, turnstile is not a great like. So do you know what a turnstile is when it comes to like football?
No.
No. A turnstile is like an offensive lineman who can't stay in front of somebody, who like just turns like lets somebody through, right? It's turnstile.
Yeah.
So that would be like just an insult. It'd be like, I don't know. It's like turnover Corbine.
All right. How about
I do like turnovers.
how about Hotchkiss Mathieson?
Hotchkiss? Where the heck did Hotchkiss come from?
I don't know. I just heard it one time.
Okay. No, I'm gonna steal one of yours because I actually had a friend who was gonna name their son, if they had a son first, Sterling Danger. Because Danger is my middle name, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's it. It's Sterling Danger Mathieson. I think that's it. That's the move.
Sterling Danger.
Right. Or I could just go with something classic like Jack,
Mhm.
right? Jack Mathieson. That's pretty good right there, right? But the middle name has just got to be Knife, right? So I'm just Jackknife Mathieson, like Jackknife. Jackknife is a great name for a baby. Like I'm definitely naming my
Jackknife.
first
Here,
son
give me
Jackknife.
your 3-year-old son named Jack. I'm gonna hold it. Jackknife.
It's Jackknife. Or Jackknife Danger would also be pretty good. Jackknife Danger Mathieson. All right, so
I think we're gonna change your name to either Hotchkiss or Thatcher.
Hotchkiss.
Or Thatcher.
Hotchkiss or Thatcher.
I got to take Thatcher if those are the options.
Agamemnon.
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 Welcome to Things
You know-
Might Happen with Agamemnon, Hephaestus, and Sheldon.
So when I was in like freshman history, we had a teacher who was just like Oglethorpe. I've always loved the name Oglethorpe. I need to, and he pointed at me. He's like, "You're Oglethorpe."
Yeah.
So for the rest of my high school life, Oglethorpe was what I was called. So I could just go back to Oglethorpe.
We might have to try it.
Yeah.
Vote now by
Yeah.
dialing in your text.
555.
Dialing in your text number. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
555 287
Actually, just
Oglethorpe or Agamemnon. You choose, America.
Just vote by tweeting at Elon Musk. That'll get to us. We'll find it. We'll get it.
Agamemnon or Thatcher. We'll have a poll.
All right, then
All right,
what are we going with for Sheldon?
Oh, it's
Right.
Sheldon.
It's Sheldon. All right.
It's
Sheldon Starr.
it's
Actually,
iconic.
going with like my theme of like whatever. Whenever I first went to vocational school after high school, I went for mechanics. The teacher started calling me Hollywood because I would wear my sunglasses all the time.
Oh, really? You would wear your sunglasses all the time?
Yeah.
Hollywood
So,
Star. I
there
don't
was
think we can take that
There was
one.
another just whatever. And I'm not good at entertaining whatsoever. So I don't know why these names always showed up.
Yeah, a comedian who's not good at entertaining people is just, exactly what you want to listen to. For sure.
right. We're gonna run our ad break,
Yeah.
and when we come back, we have a story about
A local legend. Local legend. That's a great way to phrase it. Our sponsor this week is Takis Water Bottle.
Yeah.
It's if you can't afford the off-brand of the off-brand, it is, you want that Stanley Cup,
It's not a
but
Stanley Cup.
you can't get the Stanley, so you go for the Hydro Flask, and then they're out of Hydro Flask. It's Takis. It's your last option.
It's Japanese.
It's Jap. Oh, I'm sorry. What does it mean in Japanese?
Godzilla attack.
Takis! Takis!
Thank God.
I own 2 pairs.
I know. I watched you wear them.
I own
Almost wore 'em
knockoff
today.
Crocs.
You were like, these are my driving Crocs, and then these are my
Driving Crocs.
stage Crocs. I was like,
These are my dress Crocs.
like they're the same color, dude.
All right. Next on the show, we have a segment we've been cooking up for a while now. Tyler Mathieson,
Yeah.
or
So
Argyle Mathieson.
Argyle.
Argyle.
That's pretty good. I'll take Argyle.
Argyle Mathieson has
Argyle
been cooking up
Mathieson.
some investigative journalism.
So
Getting down to the bottom of some things.
I have to start with a little bit of context here as to where I came across this story. It is funny, and we will get to that.
That's what people like to hear.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't worry, it's going to be funny.
So I went down to the police station because I started a new job at a news organization, and you basically have to go get a tour of the police off, like with the PD, and like get to meet all the people. And as I'm standing there waiting for the elevator that will take me upstairs to meet the people, there's like this big memorial for all the police officers who have died in the line of duty, whether that was like, being killed in the line of duty or like, an illness while they were on the job, something like that. And, they're very, touching tributes. And, there's a few that have been killed in shootouts, one who died of cancer. And it's all very touching and very nice. And then you get back to 1926. And in 1926, there was an officer who was the town watchman in Rapid City who his name was...
Hold on. What's a town watchman?
A town watchman is both like somebody who will raise an alarm if they see something going wrong. That is, they were like a Brinks alarm system, but before that was invented.
Okay.
Yeah. And so his name was John Leary. John Leary was born in New York, but he came out here to find gold.
That's like a guy from Shark Tank, isn't it?
Yeah.
John Leary.
John Leary.
It is that guy.
Yeah.
From Shark Tank.
So he's born in like 1933 or something like that, and came out here to find gold and earned the name Hooky Jack. That's what he's known by because his
doing this right.
Yeah, fish hook. He was a wrestler.
Guys? Me, Hooky Jack.
He lost both of his hands and one of his eyes in a mining explosion. And so his hands were replaced by hooks.
Sure.
So he became Hooky Jack, which is, of course, like if somebody has a disability, you should exclusively refer to them by their
Bill.
Wheelchair Susan. Like exactly.
So what did he like?
Rolly
Stuttering Stan.
So after he had the hooks, like what did he do to like alert? Like did he just ring a bell with his
well, you could just bang them together, right?
he just had a glass stuck to like a drinking glass stuck to him, and it was like a wedding toast, just ting 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 ting.
Never would have to kiss.
You'd have to go kiss the criminal, and so he did this for a long time. He actually was in his like 70s, which. If you're in your 70s and it was 1920.
Do we know when his arms were blown off?
Oh, let me look. Actually, that's a good question.
Because like if he was like 69 and then his hands blew off and then lived to be 70, I'd be like, well, yeah.
Do we know what kind of steel was used? I just got really into knives lately, so
it was probably brass hooks.
Oh, let's see.
But like if he was like 8 years old and then they blew off his hand, he came out here for
like how often would they have to upsize?
He'd have to grow his like toddler hooks. It's like J.C. Penney has to have like that little like your kids grow out of their pants. We'll replace them for free.
They brass coated his freaking hooks for when he was a toddler.
They just kept layering it on.
Yep, just more and more and more.
Or his like hooks would molt.
So it looks like it was 1906 when he lost his hands.
Okay, so he was like 40.
Yeah, he was a little older there.
So you should stay out of mine explosions, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's when he was quoted as talking about it. It was 1882. So he was born in what?
So he was like in his like mid-20s? Is that right?
He was born with the hook hands.
He was born into it.
So he's born in 49, right?
Uh-huh.
And he lost his hands in 82. So he's like 33.
Okay,
right?
so
he's our age.
He had
right?
been with a woman by that time.
He was married. Yeah, he'd been married for 2 years.
He didn't have to like use the hooks.
Could you imagine like what the underwear situation was back then? Like trying to undo that with hooks?
He would be teased all the time because he couldn't get the bra off.
Yeah,
he couldn't twist the bra. What a loser!
You're an idiot, dude.
Yeah. So he was apparently also accused at one point of pickpocketing prisoners after he'd lost his hands. So I don't know how you're pickpocketing something with hooks for hands.
You just cut the pocket open, whatever fell out. So
apparently.
Well, yeah, but they'd have to, everything had to be like the big ring of keys. Like that's all he could steal from prisoners is big rings of keys.
So he became a night watchman because he couldn't be a miner anymore, obviously.
Well, he was too old.
Yeah, he's too old. Yep, definitely.
It's age humor.
And so he was appointed as a night watchman and served there for a long time until he was accused of pickpocketing and lost the job. And then 4 years later got it back because they didn't know what else to do with him. He was never convicted of a crime, so they just brought him back. Police officers, keeping
4
jobs.
years. What did he do for the 4 years?
It's a good question. I don't know. He
played
disappeared.
piano?
It said he disappeared.
He disappeared.
There are no newspaper articles or anything else dictating what happened to the man with hooks for hands.
Hooky went on a vision
in
quest.
fact, no articles have been found describing whether or not he was ever convicted of any crime. And then in 93, he was brought back for $20 a month is what he was getting paid to be a night watchman. And he worked at that job for actually quite a while here, up until 1926.
Do you think the person who accused him of stealing felt bad? like I would accuse Hooky of stealing just as a joke. Just like,
oh yeah, he reached in and pulled my wallet out of my pants. Oh really? Yeah, definitely.
Next thing you know, Hooky's not around him. Like, what happened to Hooky? He's like, he was stealing things, and I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Do you think like he was like, I'm just gonna tell them this, and then if they ask, they're gonna make him feel bad because they're gonna be like, he's gonna be like, why you don't think I could steal something?
I could steal plenty of stuff. But I'm not stealing hooks.
It's double jeopardy. You can't convict me again for the same crime.
What's it called? When they're kind of like ageism, but they apply it to like
hookism.
Hookism. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking.
So also apparently, his wife didn't handle like the hooks very well, because she and their 3 children all ended up in the Yankton Asylum.
They all ended up in
the asylum. And the
children went to the
apparently. It's, he lost 3 children and his wife. Oh, he lost 3 children. Wow. Maybe they died. Holy cow. I didn't catch that.
When you toss them in the air and it's hard to catch them back down with the hooks.
Daddy's got you.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. But so she went to the asylum and yanked him and lived there the rest of her life, outliving him, by the way.
I think they just sent every woman to.
Yeah, women just went to, as far as I understand it.
Yeah.
Women just went to asylums for whatever.
Yeah.
Like men would just get upset with him and be like,
she's hysteric. You need to take her away. She's on her period. Obviously, she's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says she doesn't like when I fondle her breasts anymore. Click, click, clack, clack. Send her to the brig.
So he had one companion, a dog that was with him for 15 years.
Did the dog go to the asylum?
No, the dog got hit by a car in 1919, which there was probably just one car in Rapid City. The only car in Rapid City. It hit the dog in 1919. And then 7 years after the dog died, his only friend in the whole world, he got hit by a car as well and killed in 1926.
Well, it's a tribute at that point.
Absolutely. And so he was, 77 years old?
You're looking at me like I know.
Well, born in 49, died in 26, 60. He would have been 77? I believe 77 when he was hit and killed by a car. Again, 1926, there was probably only the one. It was probably the same car.
Yeah.
Right? Definitely the same car.
It was on its way back out of town. It just got to town. It asked where the gas station was. They're like, oh, we got to build it. Also, they built the gas station, got the gas.
He hit the dog coming in. On the way out, he hit the other guy.
Well, it'd be really hard, because that was probably the first time Hooky had ever seen a car. So he was probably trying to squint, trying to block the sun out of his eyes, but he couldn't.
So, he's the night watchman, so he would have been out in the evening. But,
well, that's even worse because then his eyes wouldn't be adjusted.
He probably just tried to wave the guy down and hey, can I get a ride over? It's cold, and they thought it was a threat because he was holding up a hook at them. They just mowed him down.
He's like, hey, there's 2 lanterns coming at me really slow. I don't know.
What's that loud? Is there a train around or something?
Do we know Hooky's dog's name?
Rags. Rags, because he resembled a pile of scrapped fabric.
It's really hard to know if people from the early 20th century are just pieces of shit Or if that's just the way things were. Like
Rags, Hooky Jack.
Rags and Hook.
Yeah, it's like if you call a dog Rags today, people will be like, "Do you beat that dog?"
It actually says the wife's name was Old Maid too. Like it's just cruel all around.
Is that true? No. Her name was Crone.
Oh my!
Like he was probably trying to make sure Rags didn't get hit.
Yeah.
But he lost control of the leash because it was one of those ones where you have to press the button.
A retractable one.
Yeah. He could
So he just ran out
operate
of
the
the traffic. He
retractable
couldn't
one.
pull him back. So apparently his job, which is very funny to me, was to just walk around and make sure all the doors were locked and stuff and raise the alarm if something was wrong. And apparently, this is recorded by the Rapid City Journal, who was, around then too, said, "It's lonely tonight in the Journal office, for the familiar sound of Hooky Jack trying the door has not been heard and will never be heard again." So like he would walk around and try to open doors with his hooks. Like
If they were like the circle knobs, he
he
wouldn't be
never
able
would have
to.
gotten
He would have been just sitting there cursing the gun.
He just drops down to his knees and puts his mouth on it. That's why he lived to be
That's
so
the
old, because he had a
sound.
great immune system.
The journalists are just sitting there going like, "All of Hooky Jack, just some guy cursing at the office. He's trying to like bunch of clinking while his dog Rags is sitting there."
All right, supposedly, there's a building right now, 321 7th Street. Let's see what that is today.
That's where I used to live.
Yeah. Really?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. 321 7th Street is, that's that old bar. Gosh, it's the one with the American flag on the
what
side
the
of
hell
it.
was that one called? Butt Uglies.
Butt Uglies? Was
Butt
that
Uglies.
it? This one right now, I think there's church offices in it now.
I never went to that bar.
So that bar closed like around when we were about 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I did go in there a few times, and I watched my friend roll down the stairs in there.
This is the side of it there with the American flag. Yeah.
That's right across from where my
So
gay haircut gets done.
Yeah.
So supposedly he used to live there, like on the 3rd floor, it said. And apparently it's haunted now because that's where his spirit resides.
I think his
Where did that
resides
source
in
come
this
from?
Street.
South Dakota Public Broadcasting, actually. They claim it's haunted.
Freaking liberals. Always trying to tell me that bar I've never been to is haunted.
The employees of different bars that inhabited the building over the years refused to go up to the 3rd floor during the day because that's when Hooky was hanging out. At night, he'd go out so they could go up there during the night.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, so he traveled like all over town.
Right.
Check to
Like
make
he'd
sure
walk
doors were locked.
around like the downtown area, yeah. And check to make sure doors are locked.
If you like ran down to the loafing jug for like Twizzlers real quick, and you're like, I'm not gonna get my keys. I'm just gonna leave it unlocked.
He'd get stabbed there.
Well, Hooky Jack would stop you.
maybe he had one hook and then a key on the other one. It's just like a skeleton key.
He should have like a clamp attachment. I think that's
Get one of those grabber things.
He just
like-
operates it like with a string with his teeth, just grabs it and pulls it and it closes.
really cool.
That's it. That's it right there. We just solved it. All right, let's time travel back and get Hooky Jack
Save
this
Hooky
attachment.
Jack.
Yeah. Save Hooky Jack. Save Rapid City.
You know, if Sheldon or I time traveled to try to save Hooky Jack, he would
kill us.
just hooked the crap out of us.
He'd send us to the asylum.
All right, so the article ends here. Hooky Jack is a man of Rapid City lore. Good or bad, he's a permanent piece of what Rapid City
Good or
was.
bad?
Good or bad. What Rapid City was, what it is, and what it continues to be.
I really don't feel like anything bad Hooky Jack did. Like anything.
It sounds like just bad stuff happened to this guy,
Yeah.
right? Like he didn't like hopefully kill his children. Like
his
they
wife
just,
went to the asylum, but again,
Yeah.
all women went to asylums.
Right, yeah. And like he walked around and made sure offices were closed. He might have pickpocketed a dude, but who doesn't do that?
I'm still trying to imagine. How do you pickpocket with some hooks, dude?
Like the only thing I can think is like a bifold wallet that he was able to fish in and hook the bifold and pull it out. Like,
Well, then I guess, looking back, they wear those like really long trench coats and they're really thick. So I'm pretty sure you wouldn't feel a friggin' hook going into your freaking pocket.
there is a photo of him, by the way. And we can put this in the show notes. Yeah.
Well, it's going to appear on the screen
Oh, yeah.
of the video podcast.
There we go. Yes.
It looks like a.
He looks fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like that bad of a guy.
You know,
No.
they should have.
Oh, look at the hat, though.
Oh, the hat.
Makes him look Russian.
I don't like it. I don't trust him anymore.
They should have a detailed picture of his hook, of his hand. You know.
Right. I do wonder what happened to the hooks, though. Like, do you get buried with your hooks? Do they get reused by people? Does it do they go to
I don't know if they have hook transplants
Cornerstone?
back then.
Hook transplants.
So,
Well,
there you have it. That is the history of Hooky Jack.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are gonna leave, and when we come back, something else.
Something might happen.
Something might happen.
We are back from our ad break.
Mm-hmm.
Please buy more Raytheon missiles.
Yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to bring up if you guys have any specific pet peeves. I mean, obviously everybody does, but I'll share mine after.
My pet peeve is when I'm doing an intro to a segment.
I thought you were done. You just said buy these missiles.
I was letting it hang. I was letting it hang.
You're like, buy these missiles, and then long pause.
That's because that's how good it is. I was letting the people at home stop laughing. I needed a 2-minute applause break.
That's right. I have one of those missiles at home. That's really good.
It's great just to have around the house.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Sheldon. We got pet peeves.
Yeah, pet peeves. Obviously, everybody has their own. I'll share mine, and we'll let listeners know what you guys have. So mine is going to the movie theater, and then everybody buys popcorn, all the concessions and stuff, and then trailers come on, and everybody's munching on their popcorn or whatever, and then the trailer ends, and then there's a 10-second silence for the next one to show up, and everybody's munching on their popcorn. And they're ice slushing around. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but oh my God, dude, I hate it.
You hate the sound of food happening?
The sound of ice is.
Do you dislike after a trailer plays, people go, or
yeah. No,
oh, that's interesting.
No, not that. I don't care about commentary.
They can say whatever they want.
Yeah, the popcorn getting bit into.
Yeah.
And the ice slushing around the sodas. And I think it's because all the sounds are coming at me, from all different directions. So it feels like they're all coming at me,
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like maybe it's because you feel like you're the one being eaten?
No. I just hate the sound of people munching on.
I liked where he was just gonna say, I just hate.
I just
hate.
I only hate. I do not love.
I mean, I'm not self-diagnosing, but there's this thing called misophonia, apparently.
Mesothelioma.
Not
Meso.
misophonia.
You can get compensation for that,
This one you don't get compensated for, but it's called misophonia, and it's an auditory thing. But a lot of people have the one listening to people eat.
Yeah.
So I not self-diagnosing, but I have.
I don't think you need to. I will diagnose you.
Diagnose
for
you,
you.
doctor.
Sounds like you have mesothelioma.
Dr. Corbine.
Dr. Corbine. Yeah.
Certified through WebMD.
It sounds like you have Mesopotamia.
So in general, it's people eating. I don't like listening. I don't like hearing. But specifically in the movie theater, during the trailers,
what about during the movie?
Yeah. Not during the movie. It's whatever. I can't really
Wow,
hear.
so it's really just during the part of the movie that does not matter.
Yeah,
Right,
no
exactly,
sound.
yeah.
No sound. All you can hear is munching and slushing around.
And it's it's like a
box.
3-second pause.
Yeah.
yeah.
So your pet peeve is when nothing in the movie is interrupted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And nothing even in the advertisements before the movie is interrupted.
Yeah. It's just that dead spot.
Boy,
Yeah.
I don't even know that's a pet peeve.
It's the only time that Sheldon feels alive, Tyler. And somebody's taking that away from him when they eat their popcorn that they paid
It's
for.
the only time I pay
Yeah.
attention to other people.
We all contribute what we can to this show, and I think that's a good contribution.
So pretty much every time I go to the movie theater, by the time the trailers are over, I have finished the popcorn that I bought, every single time, except for when a friend of mine went to see A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
The first one, the really good one.
Now there's a movie you can't eat popcorn during.
We left with as much popcorn as we came in with. Like, we did not eat any of the popcorn.
Feels weird to eat popcorn during that movie.
Because it's so quiet and like it's a very tense movie. It's a great movie. It's fantastic. But I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and I'm like, if I eat the popcorn, Sheldon will be so mad at me.
That's the only movie I went to where I was just fine. No complaints.
All right, Mathieson, what do you got for
now?
a
It
peeve
feels
here?
like I'm just ripping Sheldon off because, like, I hate it when people just chew unnecessarily loud. Like, it just grates on every nerve.
Like when
I've got.
minorities chew, or
Well, them too, but like just anybody.
This
like,
is all inclusive.
I'm not prejudiced. I hate everyone equally. So it's just any time that like, so I roomed with the guy, right? I like, I've been friends with him forever, but until I roomed with him, I had no idea that he ate like a barbarian because he not only would chew loud, he like would moan and like groan as he ate because it was.
oh my God. Caramel corn,
And
dude.
I told him, I'm like, are you kidding me? How are you make? He's like, I don't make any noise when I eat. I was like, what? So finally, he starts actually dating somebody, right? He starts dating this girl.
Actually, dude.
He starts actually dating. So he starts dating this girl, and she agreed and told him, and then he believed her. Like, he didn't believe me. I obviously was completely making it up.
Was she very hot?
She's not an anime pillow.
She's a very pretty girl. Yeah.
She's a very pretty girl.
Yeah.
Like that.
Look, I'm not going to call my like friend's wife hot, man. Like, it's just not going to happen.
I mean, it would be better
My
than saying
wife
she's
is
a
hot.
pretty girl. It sounds like we're talking about like a Lolita.
Actually,
She's a well, I'm not going to say she's a pretty woman because that's got a lot of connotations in itself.
I have this friend, and I don't know if it's like majority of military people, but he was in the military for a long time, and I started doing comedy, and he's like one of the first people I became friends with. But he still eats like he's in the military, and he's just like scarfing it down, dude. Oh my God, it's oh man.
And then I will say this. I'm sorry, Matt. I love you. I really do. But my father-in-law, I cannot like. So. My brother-in-law made like I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like a shrimp salsa dish, and it's served cold. I don't know. It's not my. It's like a shrimp and fish dish that's made with like salsa that's served cold.
I'm imagining
it's terrible.
cold shrimp that you get from the Safeway,
Right?
and then just tossed into a jar of cheese salsa.
Still sounds better than biting into that than some popcorn. I'll say that.
Ceviche. Ceviche is what it's called.
Oh yeah, I love that song you made. Wake Me Up.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ceviche is what it's called, and it's bad. Like, it's fishy salsa that's cold. It's just not good. My brother-in-law made it, and he did a great job on making it, but it's just a bad dish, right? Like, you can polish a turd as much as you want, but it's still what it is. It's just a bad dish. And so I'm already a little queasy from eating this. And then, like, my father-in-law gets to the end of the plate, and he's just got all the juices on the plate.
I hate where this is going.
Yeah.
And then he picks up the plate,
Oh no.
puts it to his mouth, and just. And I about died. Right there. I was like, this is the closest I've ever been to asking for a divorce for a minute.
No one should
I'm
ever
just
treat ceviche like e-girl foot sweat.
Gamer girl bathwater.
Yeah, gamer girl.
So that is my pet peeve.
Your pet peeve is, well, it's any kind of performative eating.
Yeah, something like that. And,
Performative
yeah.
eating.
Performative eating. That's like a
When
diagnosis.
when your eating intrudes on other people's like sense of security, then yeah.
People said screw. Have you ever seen me eat a salted nut roll? Peanuts are just like, they're flying out. They're ricocheting, dude. It's like
It goes into a wood chipper.
Yeah. Every single one is just fragments.
It's the part that really gets me is the slosh noise.
Yeah.
Like just Oh, that just is nope. So I apologize for the audio on this. I know that this will probably
I like
immediately get us
that out.
Here's our pet peeve, and then we're just like, oh yeah.
This segment alone got us an explicit tag. Like the rest of the podcast has been fine.
Corbine, what is your specific pet peeve that you have?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a long time. I have so many.
People,
but I think
people
the
when
one
they breathe.
I think the one I'm going to bring in right now is when I'm driving.
Yeah.
And people just they just don't follow the laws. like blinkers, stop signs, yield signs, just anything, right?
So literally Rapid City traffic in general.
Any traffic whatsoever. I think the world would be a better place is if once a week I could kill somebody. And they're just minor traffic issues, right? Because I really realistically would only have to kill 4 to 5 people.
Yeah.
And then by then, people would shape up. You know what I mean?
They should do a thing every say 10 years, maybe even lower than that. We should have to retake the test. Because this is getting ridiculous in this freaking town, dude.
It's people are they don't know the right of way thing.
Yeah,
they don't know. We're driving these gigantic vehicles. We're driving these heavy ass vehicles. People in trucks.
Yeah,
and they get these goddamn trucks, and they don't know how to drive them, so they take up 4 parking spots.
Yeah.
They don't know when to go. They don't know when to stop. You can't see past them. And if I just had a button on my dashboard, and I could just point and that just dies.
So this is where the missiles come in that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what brand missile
that was. If I could launch a Raytheon missile.
Raytheon missile.
Nothing better than a trusty Raytheon missile.
Car attachment.
Yeah.
So Corbine's just over here advocating for the purge.
Well, only I get to do it.
Only time.
And I don't want to.
So
I have to.
Have you guys heard of the old the short story called The Lottery?
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like that's what The Purge is based on. It's a short story from 1948 where basically this town once a year just stones somebody for no reason because they won a lottery, and it helps keep the town in line, right? But this is what, instead of the lottery, it's if you cross somebody and it's Tyler, you lose, you just die, right?
You don't slow down when you turn right on red.
Right.
You're getting a Raytheon missile to your head, dude.
Because I think after 5 or 6 people would start to be okay,
right,
10 and 2.
Stay away from the little Kia Rios. Those things will kill you.
Yeah, I guess another little pet peeve, because I do art and stuff. I don't like when my paint I'll mix my own colors, right? What if
I didn't think we were supposed to mix colors.
One drop gets into the other color and changes that hue? Oh my god, dude! I have to throw the whole palette out after that. Oh my god! But that's just how I do art, because I separate my colors like that. But anyway, there's another really specific one. It has nothing to do with you guys
that's really relatable.
Yeah,
to a lot of people.
Thank you for that.
You know, there's gonna be artists listening to this. Okay, no, there's not.
Well,
what we do is not art. Come on.
Last I checked, there's 10 million listeners.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why
we have to change our name.
Yeah, Joe Rogan called me the other day. He's like, "Can you stop?
Can you tell me how to get more views? I need more views, man."
He's like, "Can I be on your show?" And I was like, "I'm sorry."
Kind of booked up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm bricked up, bro.
So, who would be of the caliber that we could have them on the show? What level of person is that?
I think this show should only have non-famous people. People like Hooky Jack, modern Hooky Jacks.
Modern Hooky Jacks.
I was gonna say we gotta go dig up Hooky Jack. His grave, by the way, you can go visit his grave. It's here in town.
Well,
let's go have him on the podcast.
Let's go get it. I kind of want to find out if the hooks are there. That's really what I want to know.
Do the hooks match the drapes?
Go drive out there and see.
And just get a shovel, right? Supernatural, this whole thing,
Supernatural.
But
No,
they dig up a lot of graves in Supernatural. That's it.
Oh, I just know they're hot.
They are hot. That is very true.
That's all I know about Supernatural.
I think that's why my girlfriend watched
for sure.
Yeah. You guys got any other pet peeves that you want to bring up that are actually relatable? Tyler, you said you had a whole bunch of them, but
Well, I can't. I don't know.
I mean, that's fine.
I think it would probably just involve killing more people.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm really scared of digging too much deeper.
Your pet peeves, you can't.
he's going to end
legally
up on
kill
a
people.
couple watch lists as it is. He doesn't want to continue to go across that. No, like my other pet peeves aren't funny. It's like I don't like when people are mean to each other for no reason.
Like
like-
us.
Like what?
Like us.
Oh, I thought you said like Elvis, and I was like,
Elvis.
I don't know what
No,
Elvis had to do with this, but I guess we can dig him up too. You know, it's just like when there's unnecessarily drama when there doesn't need to be. Like when you're just mad at everybody for no reason and you just take it out on people.
You literally describing Tyler Corbine right now. Actually, another one I have is like if you go to a coffee shop or some place like that, some sort of service area, and then like the cashier, whoever is like upset that they have to do this thing for you.
That you're there.
And like, yeah, I get that the job sucks, but oh my god, just give me the coffee without the face. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Anything else?
Well, Sheldon, if you didn't pay everybody in pennies, then they might not look at you that way.
Handful of change.
He's got 8 gift cards. Hey, process those 8 gift cards.
all of these?
Yeah. There's got to be some left on this one.
What's the cheapest thing on the menu? Okay. Can you give me a discount on that?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get out my nickels here. 5, 10. Oh, sorry. I lost count. 5, 10.
And he's got it in those banking rolls too, where he's unraveling it as he's going.
He's in the drive-through doing this too.
He hands you a handful of change. It's all sticky, sticky
I'm
change.
specifically talking about Sarah at the Wendy's down Bacon Park.
We're
that's
straight
what I'm
up
talking about.
calling out one person. Yeah, everyone. Sarah should be our next guest on the podcast here. Sarah from
Sarah.
Wendy's. How do you answer to these accusations of being mean to Sheldon?
All right. So we are ever-growing podcast. We always choose things that we believe in to do advertisements on in this show.
Only the best.
Quality products.
Absolutely.
So, of course, I picked these up. They are Takis Hot Nuts.
Takis hot nuts.
Dude, there you go.
Absolutely.
That was my handle on MySpace. Actually,
If you'll see right here, it's voted product of the year. It's voted product of the year.
Yep. By who? Again, selected that. Product
It
of
just
the year?
says consumer survey of product innovation. So the people,
Yeah.
the people we do this
People's
for.
choice.
Actually, Killer Crocs, the place in the mall that sells Crocs. I guess they're not in the mall anymore, but they sell Croc charms, and their number one seller is the Talkie bag.
All right.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, this is youth approved.
So, of course, we can't quite do this yet. It's made by Bimbo Bakeries. We love Bimbo Bakeries.
Bimbo
Love it.
Bakeries.
And,
Awesome bread.
you know, let's check out these hot Takis. Hot Takis.
They're nuts, bro. Hot nuts, dude.
I'm going to put some hot
Fuego.
nuts in my mouth. All right. And, oh, good. They are very gross.
They're
Now
not
your
they're not a food
fingertips
color.
are now that color for the rest of your life.
Hot Taki nuts, the Fuego flavor.
I can't handle a lot of spicy stuff. So
Oh,
we'll
this
just
is
see how
gonna
this
be
goes.
perfect.
I'm not going to eat into the microphone. But. Not a fan.
I actually don't mind those. Those are pretty good.
You might be a fan. I will still say go buy Takis.
It's got a lime. It's got a lime taste to it. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
They're less hot than I expected. Well, I mean,
They are
It
definitely some hot nuts.
it does say hot chili, pepper, and lime flavored.
Here, I
so
got
it
a
is
whole
on
bunch.
the
Here, you
front.
you need more. I can't do this.
You can't eat it.
This is too hot.
Well, okay, so it sounds like we got one person who loves these things.
They're pretty good, actually. I'm all right with them.
I don't know if he's white. This doesn't feel right.
I guess I don't mind the flavor, but
Sheldon's like, I don't know if I like this. Tyler dies.
I don't mind the flavor, but the heat is maybe a little too much for me. But flavor's not too bad.
The flavor's gross. I don't like the sweetness and the lime. I don't like those mixing. So
I kind of dig it.
it's kind of sugary.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with it though.
Sheldon's a pass. I'm a pass. I think we're gonna have to unfortunately say Takis Hot Nuts Fuego flavor. That's no for me, dog.
That's no for me, dog.
You're not going to Hollywood.
I'll be like, I won't give them the shot. I won't send them home, but they ain't advancing either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will sign them on my own. This is Shark Tank, not American Idol.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
So,
what we're, okay. No, sorry. It's like what's Takis Hot Nuts? That's
Takis
10%.
I'll do
10% at 100,000.
So we've got Takis Hot Nuts, and then eventually going to open up here is a Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah.
And I bet neither of them are going to sell here because people have your taste buds.
Takis Hot Nuts. I'm gonna have to say, unfortunately, it doesn't vibe with my current outlet. I currently have $7 billion, and I'm out.
These are pretty darn good. I would recommend them.
Yeah.
They're good.
I wish that I liked any of the products.
I'll bring a.
Tyler's like, I wish I liked anything. I wish anything brought me joy.
For next segment or next episode's product, I'll bring the next one and.
You mean our official sponsor?
I'll bring our official sponsor product next time.
You're gonna go do the PR it takes to do the official sponsorships.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It is. I bet you stood in the gas station for like 3 hours trying to choose it.
He's like, what can I make sound sexual?
I went to the laboratories, the Takis laboratory in Montez, California.
What do you have that's cutting edge?
Be doing custom flavor.
Takis Hot Nuts. I should get a Takis Hot Nut sticker for my computer for the next time we do this.
I'll bring some shrimp salsa next time.
Oh, no. Ceviche.
Ceviche. Yeah, whatever that is. So I'm grind it up and back in Safeway in the little deli.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
All right.
Yeah. Those are,
Thank you to Takis Hot Nuts.
Thank you, Takis Hot Nuts. Not bad.
That's going to be the end of the show today.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Things Might Happen with Tyler Corbine.
Thatcher Mathieson.
And Sheldon Starr.
And remember, you can vote to change his name to Agamemnon.
Agamemnon. Oglethorpe.
You got to download
Argyle. Yeah. Thatcher.
Download the app. And
Download our app.
Yeah.
Tweet at Real Donald Trump.
Yeah. If you elect Trump, we will change his name to Agamemnon. There's going to be a lot of consequences to that election. All right, 2024, big year for you.
Trump Gnome 2024.
Trump Gnome 2024.